All right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Let's Do Trivia, live right here at Earl Brewing, lovely Smyrna, Delaware, the center of the known universe. My name is John. I'm going to be your trivia host tonight. What's your name? Go over the basic rules. Rule number 1, have a good time. If you're not having a good time, you're doing it wrong. Rule number 2, don't cheat. Winners never cheat, and cheaters never win. Rule number 3, if you're in possession of the trophy, whenever I say trophy, you have to raise it high in the air. So if I say trophy, 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 it's got to go up, up, and up, you know. And there's the trophy. One phone per team, okay? Let's avoid the penalties. Keep one phone on the table. All the other phones are to be stowed and out of reach, out of sight, out of mind. Unless you are currently a surgeon on call working on a member of my family. If you ever lose your place during the game, you hit the click here button near the top of every screen, and that will take you back to the page with my face on it. Scroll down till you get the correct page number, the correct question number and round number. Click it, and you'll be where you need to be. Remember, you're going to be wagering 1, 3, or 5. You cannot wager any value, the same value, twice in one round. So in round 1, there's 3 questions. You have to use all 3 values, the 1, the 3, and the 5, in whatever order you feel necessary. Do not use your device to look up answers before, during, or after the question. Before, during, or after the question. All right, we're going to stop that for a minute. And here we go. Don't shout out answers. Don't shout out. All right, you guys are going to act like rookies tonight. Okay, we can do that. That's fine. Always turn in an answer, even if you have no clue what the answer is. There's a couple of reasons. You'll be at the wrong place in the app if you don't. Also, because I said so. That's Mom's favorite line. And also, because I sometimes award points for wrong answers if they make me laugh. Okay, so if you're going to be dead wrong, at least try and make me laugh. But don't ever not guess a legitimate possible guess just to try and be funny, because that's not good. All right, here we go. Let's begin with an on-time. Oh, the host is always right. If you argue with me about questions or answers, your team will lose 20 points, and you may lose friends or at least a ride home. So we're going to get into the game, starting with an on-time bonus question. There are no wrong answers to this. Every answer is going to be worth 3 points, even if you write the color blue. Now, we are looking for humorous answers, not legitimate answers. And this is a tough one to be original over, but at least if you can't be original, be funny. And we are looking for humor, clever, and stuff like that. We wrote this question, and this game was prepared long before the incidents at the Oscars. We ask this question after the Oscars every year. And it just so happens this year it is paid off. Top thing overheard at the Oscars is the on-time bonus. Top thing overheard backstage at the Oscars. That's what we're looking for. Top thing overheard backstage at the Oscars. So there's your question. Try and keep it clean. Try and be unique and original, because we've heard all the jokes. So let's get straight to that, please. That would be good. Yeah, we're going to need you to stay and turn in your answers. So please, could you get that done? Here we go. And read your answers to this on-time bonus question, and then we're going to introduce the teams. In no particular order, if you think any of these are funny, you should chuckle loudly, laugh, clap, applaud, or boo, or hiss, or whatever. Because one of these teams is going to get 4 points instead of 3 just for being the best answer of the group. Let's check it out. Top thing overheard backstage at the Oscars. And the first answer I see here says Chuck Norris. Even the team that wrote that didn't laugh, so that's not good. If it's your answer, your team should definitely laugh. Top thing overheard at the Oscars. Trust me, Chris, this will improve the ratings. Top thing overheard at the Oscars. Boy, that Will Smith is whipped. How about this one? I'm just saying Tupac would have shot him. Jada. Jada said that. What's that say? That was funny. Samuel L. Jackson has alopecia too. Top thing overheard at the Oscars. Did Will slap Jada's boyfriend like that? Are you suggesting? Oh, say it ain't so. I'm trying to understand this one. Top thing overheard at the Oscars backstage, but entanglements are okay. Jokes are bad. I don't know. How about this? He got in that one little fight, and now he's moving in with his auntie and uncle in Bel Air. I guess I should have pre-read that. Would have come out smoother. Let me try it again. He got in that one little fight. Now he's moving in with his auntie and his uncle in Bel Air. And finally, turn the other cheek. Well, I'm just saying Tupac would have shot him was very good. And he got in that one little fight. It was pretty good. Those two teams are going to get 4 points. Everybody else is getting 3 points for being here on time. Good job, everybody. Let's introduce the teams, shall we? When I introduce your team, you should applaud and cheer. When I introduce the other teams, you should applaud and welcome them. Let's welcome team number 1, your house team. Look at them serving up beer and stuff. It is Dr. Unk. Give it up for Dr. Unk. We got team number 2, the beer drinkers. Beer drinkers, they got the high top near the door. They always like to be near the exit for some reason. I don't know what that's all about. Team number 3, it's inappropriate team name. And we got team number 4, we got your bad pennies. That's a new team name for here, but that team always has a new team name when it comes down to it. Team number 5, the Resistance. Team number 6, Ernest goes to trivia. Yeah. Team number 7, it's Slapping Chris Rock. Who is that? Who is that you guys slapping Chris Rock? Okay. Team number 8, Final Question Failures. Where you at, Final Question Failures? There they are, the other high top. And team number 9, welcome back, Turd Ferguson is in the house. Turd Ferguson, the current winners and holders of the trophy. Yeah, holders of the trophy right there. There it is. Let's do trivia. You ready? Let's play a game. Categories in round 1 are beverages, food, and advertising. Beverages, food, and advertising. Round 1, question number 1, category is beverages. Beverages, beverages. First introduce, what don't we shout out? A little better that time. Thanks for waking up. First introduced in 1933, what juice beverage is advertised as the original plant-powered drink? All right, round 1, question number 1, category beverages. Beverages. First introduced in 1933, what juice beverage is advertised as the original plant-powered drink? Juice beverage. All right, when everybody gets it right, we raise a glass and toast one another for our brilliance. This is not one of those occasions. However, if you did get it right, make some noise. And the correct answer is V8. V8. Isn't Ovaltine kind of a chocolate milk powdered drink? That's not really a juice, is it? Kind of like chocolate milk. At least that's what they told me to get me to drink it anyway. All right, round 1, question number... that was a semi-social. Semi-social! All right, here we go. Food, round 1, question 2. Food. What pop singer was the inspiration for the limited edition pink and green Oreo cookies that they put out last year for a limited time? What pop singer was the inspiration for the limited edition pink and green Oreo cookies that came out for a while last year?
midnight, and I'm waiting on the 12:05, hoping it'll take me just a little farther down the line. Midnight, and I'm waiting on the 12:05, hoping it'll take me just a little farther down the line. The moonlight, you're just a heartache in disguise. You want to keep my heart from breaking if it's only for a very short time. Playing with the queen of hearts, knowing it ain't really smart. The joker ain't the only fool who'll do anything for you. Laying at another night, thinking about a life of crime. 'Cause that's what I'll have to do to keep me away from you. Honey, you know it makes you mad. Why is everybody telling everybody what you have done? Baby, I know it makes you sad, but when they're handing out the heartaches, you know you got to have your some. Playing with the queen of hearts, knowing it ain't really smart. The joker ain't the only fool who'll do anything for you. Laying out another night, thinking about a life of crime. 'Cause that's what I'll have to do to keep me away from you. I know you've had a few, but hide your heart beneath the covers and tell them that's the only one. And others, they know just what I'm going through, and it's so hard to be a lover when you say you're only in it for fun. Playing with the queen of hearts, knowing it ain't really smart. The joker ain't the only fool who'll do anything for you. Playing with the queen of hearts, and knowing it ain't really smart. The joker ain't the only fool who'll do anything for you. And laying at another night, thinking about a life of crime. 'Cause that's what I'll have to do to keep me away from you. Playing with the queen of hearts.
Almost out of time there, team number 7. Always turn in an answer.
Playing with the queen of hearts.
Round 1, question number 2, category food. What pop singer was the inspiration for the limited edition pink and green Oreo cookies that they served up last year for a limited amount of time? Your answers were diverse. We have everything from Katy Perry to Pink to JoJo Siwa to Nicki Minaj, who was drunk at the time and didn't know. The correct answer, however, 3 of you got it. Lady Gaga is the correct answer. Lady Gaga. So good for those who got it. Sorry for the rest. Round 1, question number 3, category advertising. Here's your advertising question. What brand name pain reliever's classic advertising jingle began plop, plop, fizz, fizz? Oh, what a relief. It is Alka-Seltzer and So-So. Round 2, your categories are history, movies, and presidents. History, movies, presidents. Here we go. Round 2, question number 1. History. Here's your history question. What term for an unarmed I'm sorry, it says armed. Let me try that again. Start again. What term for an armed combatant who entertained audiences in ancient Rome comes from the Latin word for sword? What term for an armed combatant who entertained audiences in ancient Rome comes from the Latin word for sword? S-W-O-R-D. need two more answers. Two more answers out there. Round 2, question number 1, category history. What term for an armed combatant who entertained audiences in ancient Rome comes from the Latin word for sword? Somebody got a bonus point. I laughed. Let's see how that works. That's nice. Need one more answer. Who's not in yet? 1, 2, missing. No, we have 3. Oh, we're missing 1. We're missing the house team. We'll excuse that. So everybody's in as far as I'm concerned. The answer is not Lancelot. No, that's not the correct answer. That is funny to me, though. The correct answer comes from the word gladius, so gladiator would be the correct answer. There you go, gladiator. And that's officially a social. The house team would have got that if they weren't too busy serving you. So social. Love it. Smart group. Round 2, question 2, category movies, films. Oh, yes, that's right. There was an art bonus there. If you received the... Oh, excellent job, Team 4. Excellent job there. If you... I just got rickrolled. Thanks a lot, Team 6. Thank you. Thank you for that. Jeez. It's the one thing you don't expect when you're opening up these things to get rickrolled like that. Team 5 didn't know what to do, so they just scribbled. That's worth 2 points. Even scribbling is worth 2 points. Team 7 amazingly didn't do what I asked in the newsletter. Okay, come on, guys. You were supposed to write the word yup in multiple colors. If you wrote yup in multiple colors, you got yourself 4 points. If you wrote yup in one color, 3 points. If you did other things, you might get 2 points or 1. You can sign up for it at letsdotrivia.com. You didn't see the entry for the Blue Earl Brewing Company and all that? Yeah. All right. Well, we'll work on that. We'll open it up together. We'll have cookies and milk, and we'll sit and talk. And yeah. All right. Here we go. Round 2, question 2, movies, films. What 1993 Tom Hanks film? 93, Tom Hanks film was the first major Hollywood theatrically released movie to focus on the subject of HIV/AIDS. What was that? 1993, Tom Hanks film was the first major Hollywood theatrically released movie to focus on the subject of HIV/AIDS. The correct answer is Philadelphia. Social. Ding, ding. Round 2, question number 3, category presidents. Here we go. Which U.S. presidents? So for some of you here, that's a multiple choice. Who can name all the presidents? Every single one of them. Come on. No homeschooled kids out here? All right, here we go. Presidents. Which U.S. president who was himself a victim of polio founded the National Foundation for Infantile Paralysis, which was later renamed the March of Dimes? Which U.S. president who was himself a victim of polio founded the National Foundation for Infantile Paralysis, later renamed the March of Dimes?
That's all I want. I won't forget. That's a whole lot. I don't go out. Not now that you're in. Sometimes we shout. That's no problem. I don't know why sometimes I get frightened. You can see my eyes, you can tell that I'm not lying. Look at you, you're a pageant. You're everything that I've imagined. Something's wrong. I feel uneasy. Reassure me. Tell me you're not teasing. I don't know why sometimes I get frightened. You can see my eyes, tell that I'm not lying. I don't know why sometimes I get frightened.
Presidents, round 2, question number 3. Which U.S. president founded the National Foundation for Infantile Paralysis, later renamed March of Dimes? Correct answer is Franklin Delano Roosevelt, FDR, Roosevelt of the FD variety. And that's your answer. Yes, we did it again. Another social. Social! Round 3, your categories are geography, ERF, history, and quotes. Geography, history, and quotes. Round 3, question 1, geography, ERF. ERF. And here we go with the ERF question. My music is all messed up tonight. It's all in the wrong order. Hold on, I got to come up with another song to fill in here. Filler, yep, definitely a filler. This is going to be a filler song. Sorry about that. But here's your ERF question. What continent, so for most of you in the room, this should be a multiple choice. Which continent is split nearly in the middle by the equator?
Splish splash, I was taking a bath, long about a Saturday night. Yeah, rubbed up, just relaxing in the tub, thinking everything was alright. Well, I stepped out the tub and put my feet on the floor. I wrapped the towel around me and I opened the door. And in a splish splash, I jumped back in the bath. Well, how was I to know there was a party going on? There was a splishing and a splash, reeling with the feeling, moving and a grooving, rocking and a rolling. Bing bang, I saw the whole gang dancing on my living room rug. Yeah, flip flop, they was doing the bop. All the teens had the dancing bug. There was Lollipop with a Peggy Sue. Good to golly, Miss Molly was even there too. Well, splish splash, I forgot about the bath. I went and put my dancing shoes on. Yeah, I was a rolling and a strolling, reeling with the feel, moving and a groove. Splishing and a splashing. Hey
I didn't want anything different.
Yes, I was a splishing and a splashing. I was a rolling and a strolling. Yeah, I was a moving and a grooving. Woo! We was a reeling with the feeling. There was a rolling and a strolling, moving with the splish, splash, yeah, splishing and a splashing. One time I was splishing and a splashing. Woo-wee! I was moving and a grooving. Yeah, I was splishing and a splashing.
Splishing and a splashing. There we go. Everybody's in. Let's take a look. ERF. Which continent is split nearly in the middle by the equator? The correct answer is Africa. Africa. You did it again. So. Now I have to make the questions harder because you guys are proving to be formidable champions here. Round 3, question number 2, category history. Who died in a Dallas? It's a happy question. Who died in a Dallas hospital January 3rd, 1967, while awaiting retrial for the murder of Lee Harvey Oswald?
I just died in your arms tonight. Must have been something you said. I just died in your arms tonight. find my name on the list. I try to be discreet, but then blow it again. I've lost and found, it's my final mistake. She's loving by proxy, no give or I'll take. 'Cause I've been through to fantasy one too many times. A long hot night. She made it easy, she made it feel right. But now it's over, the moment is gone. I follow my hands through my head, I know I was wrong. I just died in your arms tonight. It must have been something you said. I just died in your arms tonight. I just died in your arms tonight. It must have been some kind of kiss. I should have walked away. I should have walked away.
Round 3, question number 2, history. Who died in a Dallas hospital January 3rd, 1967, while awaiting retrial for the murder of Lee Harvey Oswald? You know, anybody here born before 1967 besides me? 1, 2, 3-ish, maybe. Well, other than the answer turned in as the Terminator, which is not the right answer, y'all did pretty good. Jack Ruby is very good. Jack Ruby, correct answer. Yeah, Jack Ruby. Jack. Modest applause on Jack. People aren't even impressed with themselves. Round 3, question 3. Quotes. Anybody lives down near me in Sussex County, let me explain. That's when somebody says something and somebody else writes it down. Yeah, I did. All right, here are your 3 choices. I'm going to give this a multiple choice question. I'm going to give you your 3 choices, and then I'm going to tell you the quote. You tell me which of those 3 people said this quote. Here are the choices. They got a lot in common, as you'll see. Albert Einstein, Jack Nicholson, or Dan Quayle. That's right. Albert Einstein, Jack Nicholson, or Dan Quayle. Here is your question. You must determine which of those people was quoted as saying the following. Never memorize something you can look up. Never memorize something you can look up.
Everybody's talking at me. I don't hear words they're saying, only the echoes of my mind. People stopping still, I can't see their faces. You leave my love behind.
All right, time's up. Looking for a few answers, like two answers. Team 6 and 8, 6 and 8. Ernest. All right, here we go. Quotes, round 3, question 3. Census bonus round for the quotes. Which of those guys, Albert Einstein, Jack Nicholson, or Dan Quayle, said never memorize something you can look up? Did you try and do the voices of each of those people? How would Jack have said that? The correct answer is Einstein said that. Yeah, Albert Einstein said never memorize something you can look up. It's talking about not wasting brain power. That's all. It's time for the Ruth Ann Minner Memorial Smoke Break and Halftime Bonus Round. Let's get to it. I'm going to give you 4 clues. You should write those clues down, and then afterward I'm going to ask you the question. And while I'm giving you those clues, you're going to have the urge to start shouting stuff out. I want you to zip it. What I want you to do, keep it to yourself. Look smug if you think you know where I'm going. Just look smug to the rest of your team. Before we get to that halftime question, I want to remind teams that after you answer this question, the app is going to come up saying, hey, take a team selfie. If you do that and then you like and comment on that picture on our Facebook page, you get 2-point bonus right here, right at this point in the game. So if you don't do that, you don't get the points. If you don't take a good picture, you don't get the points. So there you go. Number 1, clue for number 1. You get 2 points for each correct answer, no wagering here. Number 1, leave it to Beaver. Leave it to Beaver. Clue for number 2, that 70s show. Clue for number 3, Happy Days. And your clue for number 4, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Again, this game was written a week ago, before the Oscars. I want you to understand that. Again, number 1, Leave It to Beaver. Number 2, That 70s Show. Number 3, Happy Days. Number 4, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And here's what you get 3.5 or so minutes to do. Provide the first name of the dads of each of the main families in those sitcoms. Give me the first name of the dads of the main family from each of those sitcoms.
Whispering in the trees, it's 2 cities and they're only pipes and chains and swinging hands. Who's your daddy? Yes, I am. Fat cat came to play. Now you can't run fast enough. You best stay away when the pushers come to shove. Zoot zoot riot, throw back a bottle of beer. Zoot zoot riot, I pull a comb through your cold black hair. Riot, throw back a bottle of beer. Zoot zoot riot, I blow a hole through your cold black hair. Blow, daddy. A whipped up, jitterbugging, brown-eyed man, a stray cat fronting out an AP's band. Cut me a Sammy and you'll understand. In my veins, hot music ran. You got me in a sway, and I want to swing you down. Now you sailors know where your women come for love. Zoot zoot riot, throw back a bottle of beer. Zoot zoot riot, I pull a comb through your cold black hair.
right, everybody ought to be in. Let's get those answers rolled out, please. We got, let's see here, missing team 2. There's team 2. We got 3, got 4, got 5. Need team 6. Ernest, you in? Halftime question. Provide the first name of the dad of the main family from each of these sitcoms. Number 1, Leave It to Beaver. Waiting for 6 to roll on through. Let me know when you hit enter. Okay, you did. And make some noise if you had Ward. Ward Cleaver is the correct answer. Ward. Number 2, That 70s Show. Well, I think you could have put Red. That would have done it. Reginald also. Red would work. Red's what they call him. Yeah, 2 points for Red. Not a lot of cheering on that one. Number 3, Happy Days. Wow. Howard is correct. Howard. And number 4, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Phil was dad. Phil was the dad on that one. All right, I'll be back in a moment with your scores at the halftime as the break continues. Remember, they have some food around here, and it's a good thing to do at halftime to balance out some of the liquid intake. Stretch your legs, use the rest facilities. Back with your scores in a moment.
Beautiful girl, lovely dress, high school smiles, oh yes. Beautiful girl, lovely dress. Where she is now, I can only guess. 'Cause it's gone, daddy gone, love is gone. Yeah, it's gone, daddy gone, love is gone. Yeah, it's gone, daddy gone, love is gone. Yeah, it's gone, daddy gone, love is gone away. When I see you, eyes will turn blue. When I see you, 1,000 eyes turning blue. 'Cause it's gone, daddy gone, the love is gone. It's gone, daddy gone. Yeah, it's gone, daddy gone. Yeah, it's gone, daddy gone. Love is gone away. Tell by the way that you switch and walk. I can see by the way that you baby talk. I can know by the way that you treat your man. I can love you, babe. There's a crying. 'Cause it's gone, daddy gone. Love is gone. Yes, it's gone, daddy gone. Love is gone. Gone, daddy gone. Yes, gone, daddy gone. Beautiful girl, lovely dress, 15 smiles, oh yes. Beautiful girl, lovely dress. But where she is now, I can only guess. 'Cause it's gone, daddy gone. Yeah, it's gone, daddy gone. Say it's gone, daddy gone. Yeah, it's gone, daddy gone. Love is gone away. Gone away. Gone away. Gone away.
All right, here we go. Take a look at your scores here at the halftime. In order to have no shot at winning tonight's trophy, there it is, and of course the house cash money, your score right now would have to be 2 points or less. If you got 3 points or more, you're in it to win it. In ninth place with 33 points, Give it up, please, for Caitlin and Macy, your house team, Dr. Unk. Yeah. They're at the bottom. In 8th place with 36 points, Bad Pennies, 36 points. That may sound like 8th place. Oh, gee, we're doing terrible. No, you're not, because you're only 7 points out of 1st place. You're really close. It's a tight match. In 6th place, tied, 2 teams, 37 points each. We got the Beer Drinkers and Ernest Goes to Trivia, tied with 37 points each. In 5th place with 40 points, Inappropriate Team Name, right in the middle of the pack tonight, right here at half. That's their favorite position. In 3rd place with 41 points, the Resistance and Turd Ferguson are tied up with 41 points. 3rd place, the Resistance and Turd Ferguson. Wait, Turd Ferguson is in 3rd place and they're holding the trophy? Uh-huh. Who's hoping they get that trophy in a parade from Turd Ferguson? Anybody want that? 2nd place with 42 points, it's Slappin' Chris Rock. And in the lead with 43 points, the Final Question Failures. Did you guys used to play up at the Grotto in Middletown, Final Question Failures? Did you play at the Grotto in Middletown? Thought so. It came to me where that name came from. It just came to me. All right, let's get to the second half of the game. Going to be wagering 2s, 4s, and 6s and upping the ante a little bit. I want to thank you all for coming out tonight again. Give yourselves a warm round of applause. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Great to see you. Here we go. Round 4. Your categories are music, states, and cartoons. Music, states, and cartoons. Music, states, and cartoons. Here's your music question. It is another multiple choice. As usual, whenever we have multiple choice questions, I'll give you your choices first. So you can either write them down or commit them to memory, and then I'll ask you the question afterward. Here is your question. Your answers are true, false. Those are the choices you got for this. Then the statement is this. Barry Manilow's #1 hit single, Mandy, was a cover of another artist's song, only that artist called it Brandy. True or false? Barry Manilow's #1 single, Mandy, was a cover version of some other artist's song, and the other artist's version was called Brandy.
Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl with yellow feathers in her hair and a dress cut down her there. She would merengue and do the cha-cha. And while she tried to be a star, Tony always tended bar across the crowded floor. They worked from 8 till 4. They were young and they had each other. Who could ask for more at the Copacabana? The hottest spot north of Havana. At the Copacabana. Music and passion were always the fashion at the Copa. They fell in love. His name was Rico, he wore a diamond. He was escorted to his chair. He saw Lola dancing there, and when she finished, he called her over. But Rico went a bit too far. Tony sailed across the bar, and then the punches flew, and chairs were smashed in two. There was blood and a single
when I put the Barry Manilow on, we lost a bunch of viewers.
Who at the Copacabana, the hottest spot north
Sorry, Barry.
of Havana. At the Copacabana. Music and passion were always the fashion at the Copa. She lost her love.
is so refined and drinks herself half blind. She lost her youth and she lost her Tony. Now she's lost her mind at the Copacabana, the hottest spot north of Havana. At the Copacabana, music and passion were always the fashion at the Copa. Don't fall in love. Don't fall in love.
Round 4, question number 1, music. True or false? Barry Manilow's #1 single, Mandy, was a cover of another artist's song called Brandy. And what do we got? 9 teams. Out of the 9 teams, 7 of you said false, 1 of you said true, and 1 of you is serving beer and drinks. And the correct answer is that's absolutely true. The team that said true is the only team to get that right. Mandy is a cover of a song called Brandy. That is a true statement. Yeah. You what? May I remind you that I don't write these questions, I just read them. However, because I'm a nice guy, I'm going to try and find that out for you during the next song, and maybe we'll get to hear Brandy by whoever said ghost artist is. Round 4, I know you're all excited to hear the Brandy, since Mandy is so much fun. Round 4, question number 2, states. Here's your states question. States. According to the slogan on its vehicle license plates, Virginia is for what? When I was reading the rules, I read this part. Let me read it again. It's right on this sheet here. It says, do not use your device to look up answers even after you turned your answer in. It's printed right there in ink. Let's keep it all honest. Keep your phone stowed and out of sight. Don't even pretend you brought your phone with you. That's the best way to go about it. I know you're excited to get to the controversial. This is Barry Manilow's Mandy.
his eyes.
All right, let's hear a song that was written earlier than that.
I remember all my life raining down as cold as ice.
Barry Manilow's Mandy came out in 1974. This song was written in 71 and released in 1972. It's by a fella named Scott English. And that's one of the 83 reasons we don't want you to look stuff up on your phone, because the internet lies.
I see a memory, I never realized.
And just real quick and just for fun. Here's our process. We hire writers. We actually have writers to write these questions. The writers submit the questions to the office where they are cleaned up for reading on a microphone. Then they go to a former Jeopardy champion who we pay by the mistake. Every mistake he finds, he gets cash. So his job is to look at the questions and find the mistakes. The more he finds, the more money he makes. Then it comes back to the office, then it gets distributed to the hosts. We're pretty sure most of our answers are correct.
Caught up in a world of uphill
Not always correct.
climbing,
Oh, and if the scrubber misses one, he gets docked.
and driving. Oh, Brandon, when you came and you gave without taking,
I like this version better.
but I sent you away. Oh, Brandon, when you kissed me and stopped me from shaking, and I need you today. Oh, Brandon.
But Scott English only took it to 91 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100. Where Barry, well, good old Barry, he took it straight to the top, number one for Barry. All right, there you go. Solved. Virginia, however, is for lovers. So. Alrighty, ready. Round 4, question number 3, category cartoons. Point to the nerd on your team. Nerds might do well with this. Here we go, nerds. Cartoons. What cartoon super robot of the 1980s was formed when the space pilots who commanded 5 robot lions brought them all together?
I called the teacher 'cause I wanted to confess it now. Can I make the time for me to come and get it, bless her mind? She spoke to me in such a simple and decisive tone. Her sweet admission left me feeling in position. I don't
cartoons. What cartoon super robot of the 1980s was formed when the space pilots who commanded 5 robot lions brought them all together?
Don't care where I've been. You gotta choose it, you use it, so let me plug it in. Robots are my next of kin.
5 robot lions, L-I-O-N-S, lions. Roar.
I know that it just won't stop. You will find your flow when you go robot. I wanna thank you upon your silver skin. Robots don't care where I've been. You got to choose it to use it, so let me plug it in. Robots are my next of kin.
All right, cartoons round 4, question 3. What cartoon super robot of the 80s was formed when the space pilots who commanded 5 robot lions brought them all together at once? And I understand where you would put Thundercats. That's not the correct answer. Transformers is not the correct answer. Your mom is not the correct answer. However, Voltron is the correct answer. Voltron. Well done. Well done. Round 5, your categories are medicine, television, and sports. TV, medicine, sports. Round 5, question 1, medicine. Here's your medicine question. That's what my grandmother used to say. John, take your medicine. What now common term for a hypodermic injection originated in the world of morphine addiction in the late 19th century? I'll say it again. Maybe even 2 times more. What now common... Wait a minute, I think I hear a beat coming. Oh, it's not. What now common term for a hypodermic injection originated in the world of morphine addiction in the late 19th century? Now for the hearing impaired. What now common term for a hypodermic injection originated in the world of morphine addiction in the late 19th century? I didn't hear you. Okay. The third category here is sports. So we got medicine, television, sports. My pleasure. You guys realize I have a speaker behind me too that's almost out of music here.
It's
You guys are missing all the videos because we're not doing the video screen tonight. But if you watch this on YouTube in replay later, all the songs, well, 98% of the songs I've been playing will be on video form along with your beautiful faces while you play the game. All right, here we go. Let's see. Medicine, round 5, question number 1. Medicine. What now common term for a hypodermic injection originated in the world of morphine addiction in the late 19th century? Now, one of your answers did give me a chuckle because I just can't picture a bunch of junkies in 1873 or something on the streets of England going, I could really use some intravenous. No. Nope. An addict had a nickname back then. The addict was known as a gunner. The syringe was a gun, and what you got was shot. And the shot is the correct answer. Shot. Yeah, you can make some noise when you get it right. Make some noise when you get it. Be happy with yourselves, with your own bad selves. You're getting it right. A bunch of you got that. That's good. Round 5, question number 2. They're bringing up valid points over here. I always say, if you're sure you have the right answer, stand up on the table and dance a jig until you get their attention. That's how it should work. But if you're wrong, you got to buy everybody a round of drinks. There you go. Round 5, question 2. What was the name of Madeline Hayes' detective agency on Moonlighting? On Moonlighting, what was the name of Madeline Hayes' detective agency on the TV show Moonlighting?
Last girl's that one with a defect, cellophane shrink wrap so correct. Red dogs under illegal legs. She looks so good that he gets down and begs. She's watching the detectives. Ooh, he's so cute. She's watching the detectives. When they shoot, they beat him up until the teardrops start. But he can't be wounded 'cause he's got no heart. A long shot at that jumping sign. Visible shivers running down my spine. Cut the baby, taking off her clothes. Close up with a sign that says we never close. You snatch a chew and you match a cigarette. She pulls the eyes out with a face like a magnet. I don't know how much more of this I can take. She's filing her nails while they're dragging the lake. She's watching the detectives. Oh, he's so cute. She's watching the detectives. Oh, and they shoot. They beat him up until the teardrops start. But he can't be wounded 'cause he's got no heart. You think you're alone? it. Now fear is here to stay. Love is here for everything. Call it instant just when it's past the legal limit. Someone's scratching at the window. I wonder who is a detective from the check. You belong to the parents who are ready to hear the rest about their daughter's disappearance. So it really took a miracle to get you to stay. It only took my little fingers to blow you away. Just like watching the detectives. Don't get cute. Just like watching the detectives. Get so angry when the teardrops start, but you can't move it 'cause you got no heart. Watching the detectives.
Almost out of time. Need some answers rolled up, please.
Watching the detectives.
Team 3, 4, 7, 9.
Watching the detectives.
There's 7. There's 4.
Watching the detectives. Watching the detectives. Watching the detectives.
Resistance is learning how to get bonus points. All right, we ready? Who we missing? Anybody? Team 9? There's Team 9. Aha, okay. And here's the question. Category television. What was the name of Madeline Hayes' detective agency on Moonlighting? It's very rare we put the answer to the question in the question, so Moonlighting is not correct. Here are your other answers. More cowbell. Your grandmom. Something and something. Bruce Willis has alopecia too. Nah, he's just bald. Colonel Mustard in the conservatory with the candlestick. And one team had the correct answer. Blue Moon Detective Agency. Blue Moon Detective Agency is the correct answer. It was on the door. Remember? Can you picture it now, those of you who saw it? Can you picture it right there on the door? Blue Moon Detective Agency. Oh, the sexual tension in that TV show, right? Remember that? We were all like, when are they going to do it? All right, here we go. Round 5, question number 3, category. One person. One person gives me the sports. Sports! There we go. Until the year 2021. Anybody here watching a lot of this Final Four stuff? Anybody watch a lot of that? Yeah. Until 2021, for those of you who are retired, that's last year. I lost my place. Until 2021, what venue hosted the Final Four games of the men's college basketball tournament known as the, is it NIT or NIT? Because I don't watch basketball. NIT. What venue hosted the Final Four games of the NIT every year since 1938 until 2021? Until 2021. What venue hosted the Final Four games of the men's college basketball tournament known as the NIT?
Working my way back to you, babe, with a burning love inside. Yeah, I'm working my way back to you, babe, and the happiness that I let it get away, playing every day. When you were so in love with me, I played around like I was free. Thought I could have my cake and eat it too. But how I cried over losing you. See me turning around, but I ain't about to go living my life without you. For every day
you'd still be here, baby, loving me. Now the nights are long and lonely, and I ain't too strong, babe. I just miss you so. And you're too proud, you won't give in. But when I think about all I can win, I keep working my way back to you, babe, with a burning love inside. I'm working my way back to you, babe, and the happiness that I let get away, playing every day. Working my way back to you, babe, with a burning love inside. I'm working my way back to you, babe, and the happiness.
All right, time's about up.
Oh, how I tried working my way back to you, babe, with a burning love inside.
Round 5 question number 3, sports. Waiting on one more answer here. Somebody was asleep at the wheel. Kind of got dazed off there somewhere. He wishes he's a little bit taller. He wishes he's a baller. Let me know when you've hit send. Send is hit. Ah! So the question, until 2021, that's last year, what venue hosted the Final Four games of the men's college basketball tournament, known as the NIT, every year since 1938? And the correct answer is not Shaq's mom. No, not her house either. Madison Square Garden is the answer to that question. MSG. All right, round 6. Time for round 6. Categories of round 6 are people, Canada, and literature. People, Canada, and literature. Here we go. Round 6, question 1, the people category. This is impossible trivia. If you get our weekly newsletter, which most of the people in this room do receive, you already know the answer to this question. If you don't get the newsletter, you have no chance whatsoever of getting this question correct. So, because it's one or the other and they're both kind of quick, we're going to do a musical bonus. It's going to be simple. I'm going to play a song after I ask this question about people, like I usually do. This time it's going to be a cover version of a song. If you can tell me who did the original version, I'm going to give you 1 point. If you can tell me who's doing the cover version, I'm going to give you 2 points. Now you'll notice if you look at the app captains, there are 3 white spaces for answers. The first space is for the answer to the people question, and that's what you're wagering your points on, just the answer to the people question. The other 2 spaces are for the original and the cover version. It doesn't matter what order. I can figure things out. And all you got to do is wager on your knowledge of the answer to this impossible trivia question. Here we go. Category people. Who was the 25th Attorney General of Fiji? No, that's the wrong song. Wait a minute. So you're not going to get that, obviously. Remember, no use of Shazam or electronics when you're looking at music bonuses, please.
I walked along the avenue. I never thought I'd meet a girl like you. Meet a girl like you. With auburn hair and tawny eyes. The kind of eyes that hypnotize me through. Hypnotize me through. And I ran so far away. Couldn't get away. A cloud appears above your head. A beam of light comes shining down on you. Shining down on you. The cloud is moving nearer still. Aurora borealis comes in view. Aurora comes in view. And I
And that's your song. I'm looking for 4 more teams to roll up there with the answers. Gonna put on the. We got runners out there. We got runners.
Yeah. That makes good sense.
I meant to put on the runner music. Oh, and they're all in. That's good. Okay, for the impossible trivia. People, who was the 25th Attorney General of Fiji? See, I was good up to about the 22nd, and then I had to look it up. The correct answer, I may be exaggerating. The correct answer you should have had as written down on the newsletter, you should have had Quiriniasi Babitu Bell. That's right. That's right. And you hear all that applause because they get the newsletter, which is awesome. And for the musical bonus, make some noise if you had the original artist, only worth 1 point because I thought that was the easier side of the question. And that answer would have been A Flock of Seagulls for the 1 point. Flock of Seagulls got you 1 point. For the cover version, your guesses included No FX, the Ataris, My Chemical Romance, Presidents of the... Sorry, this one put a long original answer. I have to open this up. Oh, well, there you go. Alkaline Trio. And 3 people correctly identified Bowling for Soup. Bowling for Soup. Now, would the person over 40, would the person in the room who's never heard of Bowling for Soup raise your hand, please? 1 guy, maybe 2 over here. Bowling for Soup put out a great song called 1985. I'm pretty sure you've heard. It's all about MTV and Madonna and stuff. Have you heard this?
Debbie just hit the wall. She never had it all. 1 Prozac a day. Husband's a CPA. Her dreams went out the door when she turned 24. Only been with 1 man. What happened to her plan? She was gonna be an actress. She was gonna be a star.
That's enough of that. All right, round 6, question 2. Canada. Do we have any Canadians here tonight? Any Canadians in the house? Any former Canadian? Any... Canadians in withdrawal. Do we have anybody here? All right, here we go. Canada. The Canada question is a multiple choice question. Once again, I'm going to read you your choices up front, read the question afterward. You can either write these choices down or commit them to memory. The choices are 60, 75, or 90. 60, 75, or 90. Anybody have a guess where we're going with this? Kilometers per hour? Per minute? Neither of the above. As of 2009, what percentage of Canadians live within 100 miles of the U.S. border? Can I get a member of Bad Pennies up here to see me? Bad Pennies? Somebody from Bad Pennies, come on up here.
Self in time.
Sorry about that. The Resistance. It was my error. The Resistance. Someone from the Resistance come up here and talk to me for a minute. The Resistance. Team Resistance. Wow, they don't even know their team name.
Real relation, the underlying key. Living in a fish island, caught in a camera eye. I have no heart to lie. I can't pretend the stranger is a long-awaited friend. All the world's in need of stage. We are merely players, performers and portrayers. Each another's audience outside the gilded cage.
So team number 5, the Resistance. Team number 5, where are you at, the Resistance? Team 5. Can you send a representative up here to say hi to me for a moment?
Those who wish to be must put aside the alienation. Get on with the fascination, the real relation, the underlying key. Living in the limelight, the universal dream for those who wish to see. Those who wish to be must put aside the alienation. Get on with the fascination, the real relation, the underlying key. The real relation, the underlying key.
All righty. Little rush. They're from Canada, eh? They wear toques. Round 6, question 2, Canada. What percentage of Canadians, as of 2009, what percentage of Canadians live within 100 miles of the U.S. border? You know, there's a god-awful lot of miles north of that, right? North of that 100 miles. There's a lot of Canada up there. But what percentage, how many of them live close to the U.S.? The correct answer makes a noise if you had 90%. That is correct, 90%. So pretty much they're just Americans, right? I mean, they're just Americans with a Minnesota accent, pretty much the way I see it. Hey? Yeah. Round 6, question 3, category literature. Literature, also known as books. Books. Where did my books music go? Books. I write the book. We'll do Booker T in the MGs. How about we do that? A little Booker T for the book question. All right, here's literature. Books. Who is the palindromic protagonist in Dickens' Great Expectations? Who is the palindromic protagonist in Dickens' Great Expectations? question, 6 question, 3 literature. Who is the palindromic protagonist in Dickens' Great Expectations? I really do wish I had read that question earlier, too. It was tough on the fly. And, hey, at least 90% of the people live in Canada near the U.S., and at least 90% of the people in this room know what a palindrome is. That's awesome. That's awesome. The correct answer is not Hannah, which is an excellent palindrome. I mean, that's one of the best. But the correct answer is much shorter. It's Pip. Pip. All right, let's take a look at your scores as we roll into the final question. Now, it's important for you to know your score, especially your score in comparison to everyone else's score, because on the final question, you get to wager up to 20 points on your answer. If you get the answer right, you get the points you wager, and you can wager anything from 0 points, which is a layup, to 20 points max, and anywhere in between. So, here is everyone's score, and if you feel I have scored you incorrectly at this juncture, you have to let me know before I ask the final question. Here we go. In order to have no shot at winning right now, your score would have to be 30 points or less. In 9th place with 45 points, Dr. Unk, your house team. That's right. Hey, you know what? Your tips, your gratuities, your kindness to those 2 servers is what keeps them employed here, paying their bills. So please take care of them as though they were your mom or your grandma. Not that they're that old. Remember their names, too. Caitlin and Macy, I think the other one's name is Macy. Playground. All right. I'm getting there. In 9th place, 45 points, Dr. Unk. In 8th place, 63 points. Ernest goes to trivia. 7th place, 64 points, the Beer Drinkers. 6th place, 67 points, the Resistance. 5th place, 68 points, Inappropriate Team Name. In the middle still there, guys. I know you can do it. Now we have a tie for 3rd place. 2 teams with 69 each. Bad Pennies and Slappin' Chris Rock. We have a tie at the top as well with 71 points each. Final question failures and Turd Ferguson are tied up. Turd Ferguson has the trophy. Final question failures do not have the trophy. There it is. They won it though. All right, before we go any further, of course, we have to hear the honest truth from the honest truth guy. His name is Barney Fife.
Well, howdy, folks. Thanks for playing Let's Do Trivia. To make sure we have a clean game here tonight, the powers that be asked yours truly to sniff out any possible illegal activity. So if anybody on your team used one of them fancy cell phone gadgets to get an answer, well, all they want me to say is that you should throw tonight's final question and come back and try again next week. I would have had you locked up myself. So let's make sure that the only teams winning money here tonight are ones that played an upright, honest game. Deal?
The answer is deal. 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 I mean, he does have a gun and 1 bullet in his upper pocket, as I recall. So there you go. Wager up to 20 points. If everybody's okay with the scores I have awarded you, then we're going to move into the final question. Here we go. Captains, I want you to write some stuff down. After you do that, I'm going to tell you what I want you to do with it. Beefeater, Gordon's, Tanqueray. Beefeater, Gordon's Tanqueray. Tanqueray is spelled Tanquueray. It's pronounced Tanqueray. Arrange those classic brands of London Dry Gin in the chronological order in which they were first introduced, earliest to most recent, which is by definition chronological. Arrange those classic brands of London Dry Gin in the chronological order in which they were first introduced, earliest to most recent. Earliest is first, most recent is last.
We were playing in Philadelphia last night, 4th of July night. After the show, a lot of people from Philly said, where you going, Lonesome George, and your band? I said, we're going over to Jersey to have a ball, you know. And they said, I don't think they can party as good in Jersey as they do in Philly. What do you think? Are you ready to party tonight? Then I'm going to tell you a story all about the house band blues. I come home one Friday. My lady said, she looking for some house rent, you know. She said, you get the house money yet?
I did forget to mention there's a new team here. If you wager points and you're wrong, the points are removed from your score, deducted from your score. So that is a good reminder that sometimes throwing 20 at it is not the best idea.
And out the door I went. So goes to the landlady. I said, you let me slide. I have the rent for you tomorrow, the next day I don't know. So let me slide it on, you know, peoples. I notice when I come home in the evening, she ain't got nothing nice to say to me. I'll give me one particular evening. She said, you got the rent money yet? I said, no. I can't find no job. I'm gonna get somebody to pay this rent. She said, I don't even try to find no job. Said all she needed today was standing on a corner, leaning up against a post. I said, but I'm tired. I've been walking all day. She said, that don't confront me as long as I get my rent money by next Friday. Now, you know, next Friday coming, I couldn't get the rent. Thank you. And out the door I went. So goes to the landlady. I think you let me slide. I have the rent for you tomorrow the next day. She hollered about some back rent. She ain't gonna get none of it. So go in my room. I'll pack up my John Lee Hooker record collection. And out the door I go. I'll go down the streets. I'll stop down to the Wednesday night jamboree in Hootenanny. Thursday night jamboree in Hootenanny. Every night in Jersey is a jamboree in Hootenanny. I go down to the bar, see my bartender. I said, look at him, man. Come on down here. He got down there. So what you want? One bourbon, one scotch, one beer. No, I ain't seen my baby since I don't know when. Mr. Bartender, set him up again. Wanna get high, you know I got to get loose. Give me a triple shot of that New Jersey juice. When I get drunk, don't you have no fear. I want one bourbon, one scotch and a beer. One bourbon, one scotch, one beer. Are you ready to boogie? I want you to put your hands together, welcome an old friend of mine. The world's baddest boogie guitar player and a good friend of mine from Tulsa, Oklahoma, Alvin Bad Boy Bishop. Then I'll sit down at the bar, getting drunk, I'm knocked out, feeling good, feeling groovy, drinking bourbon, scotch, and beer.
Delaware High Life, champagne or bottled beer. Schaefer when you're having more than one. And the king of beers when you really want to have fun. I look down the bar for my bartender. We're just jamming. I tell my bartender, I said, look at here, man. Bring a couple of them long neck buds down here for me and Elvin. He said, what you want this time? One bourbon, one scotch, one beer. No, I ain't seen my baby since the night before last. Mr. Bartender, fill up my glass. Give me a drink, you know I ain't had enough. Give me an Elvin and shot of that Jersey stuff. Well, I get drunk, don't you have no fear. I want one bourbon, one scotch, and a beer. One bourbon, one scotch, and one beer. Elvin Bishop! We sit there at the bar.
All right, everybody has turned in. I'm going to check out the scores and your answers. I'll be back at the end of this song with the correct answer to the final question and your scores. We'll see who gets the trophy.
Listen to the BB King on the jukebox. Listen to the Muddy Hoochie Coochie Man Waters. Listening to Lightning Hopkins. Me and Jeff Simon on the drums. Me and Jeff are listening to Elvin Bishop. Now by this time, we plenty high. We sitting at the bar. Just me and the Delaware Destroyer sitting at the bar now. We sitting there with Elvin and the boys. Drinking bourbon, scotch, and Budweiser beer. When you say Bud, you said it all. This Bud's for you. I look down a bar. My bartender. love those low notes. Woo! I looked down the bar, I said, Mr. Bartender, come on down here. I know the bars in Jersey never close, so. He got down the end of the bar.
Before I get to the final question, I want to apologize to inappropriate team name. I was hard on the young lady about bringing up the phone to me, and I wanted to apologize to everybody. She was trying to help, not like challenge. So I was the dodo head, and I apologize to everybody for making a deal out of that. In my 16 years or 17 years of doing this, nobody ever comes and helps me, and she was trying to help me. How about give her a round of applause for trying to help me out, and I was a jerk. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, let's get to the final question. My wife would be like, what else is new? Arrange those classic brands of London Dry Gin in the chronological order in which they were first introduced, earliest to most recent. Earliest, 1769. Gordon's. The next one, 1830, and the last one, 1876. So for the middle one, 1830, you should have had Tanqueray, with Beefeater being the newest, the baby of the bunch, 1876. So it comes down to the wagering. Actually, some people got it right. You don't know it by the lack of applause, but that has happened. Let's see what it worked out, though. Depends on the wagers. In 9th place with 47 points, the Resistance. 8th place, 48 points, inappropriate team name. In 7th place, 52 points, Turd Ferguson. That's the winners of last week, which means there's going to be a parade and a new trophy holder. Please remember to wait until I play the Olympic theme, at which point the entire team will get up in unison and take the trophy, marching style, to the new winners. 6th place, 53 points, the Beer Drinkers. 5th place, 55 points, Ernest Goes to Trivia. Now, Ernest Goes to Trivia only wagered 8. In 3rd place with 69 points, a team that had the right answer but wagered nothing. Bad Pennies. And that takes us to our top 2 teams. Ending the night in 2nd place with a score of 72 points. Had the correct answer, but only wagered 3 points. Slappin' Chris Rock. Tonight's big winners. Wagered 20 points. Correct answer. 91-point final score. Final question failures. It's a short trophy run, but you have to wait for the music. You ready? No, don't be handing it to him. Here we go. One member of the team. Jeez. It's their first time here. They've been playing our game for years, but it's their first time here. Welcome, guys. What a way to start things out. Now, everyone look at the competition. I think they're required by law to defend that trophy next week. Thanks for playing Let's Do Trivia. I'll be kinder and gentler next week. I promise. Take care of your bartenders. Thank you, Ron, for hosting our games, and we'll see you all next time.